Hello. Hello. Sorry, my thing hiccuped here. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be coming live today, and we're going to be talking a little bit about daily habits that just kind of like help your skin. And I'm going to say glow, but like my window is completely glowing today. The sun is definitely coming in bright and strong today. It is beautiful and just kind of soaking it all in. Um, if you're new, my name is Sonia. I have been married. I am married for I don't even know. My husband would be yelling at me right now. What has it been? 19 years? Yeah. I think this year will be 19. So 18 years. Married 18 years, got 3 kids, living in the sticks of northern Wisconsin, and just kind of loving life and learning as I'm aging different ways to support myself and sharing what I'm learning along the way. So what we're going to be talking about today are daily habits that help your skin and your face and just yourself feel better throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, and all the things. Okay. So some of these may not be a surprise. Some of them might be a little bit of a, oh, yeah, I guess I just never really put those together. Right. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is hydration. As I just take another drink. Hold on. I have my notes on the side here. So if you see my eyes kind of going up, it's to help keep me on track. So hydration, yes, it's good for your insides, right? But it's also helping your skin too, honestly, because when you are hydrated, your skin will absorb um, the, you know, what you feed it, right? So, if you're using treatments or moisturizers or SPF, that type of thing, it's going to help your body take that better when you are hydrated. It also helps with fine lines, dullness, uneven texture in your skin, right? And it's not like just chugging all your water at once and then walking away from it, but it's being more consistent throughout the day and each day with how much water you're drinking. How much water should you drink? I know there was kind of that adage of you should drink, if you took your body weight, divided it by 2, and pretended that was ounces, that's how many ounces a day you should drink, is what is recommended. I'll be honest, I don't know how much truth there is to that calculation or not. I just try to always have water available throughout the day, and I just make sure I'm getting my water in. It took me a little bit to figure it out. I'm deep diving a little bit here, but I honestly prefer my cup with no lid, no straw. I prefer to just drink out of a regular cup. Some people do better if they're using a straw. So find what works for you, change it up with different cup styles, that type of thing. And you just might find yourself where it's like, oh, this is more comfortable now. And maybe it was just like the cup style that you weren't crazy about. Okay. All right. So consistency on hydration. Next up, maybe this will be a surprise. Sleep. And believe me, I know that can feel like such a luxury on many days, but actually so much happens from a I can't talk right now, from a healing standpoint when you sleep. So you produce collagen, your moisture barrier repairs, inflammation goes down, like you just kind of literally reset while you're sleeping, and it makes a really big difference. So here's a few things that I've changed, because that has been one of my focuses over the past 6 months, probably, where I've really been trying to get more intentional about my sleep, because I'm noticing what a big difference it's making for me. So I don't stare at a screen in the dark, because my brain does not want to shut off when I do that. And I've been getting more consistent with my bedtime. I need a dark room. Like my computer monitors are here in my room, and I even like turn them off so the little itty bitty light on them isn't on. So I turn off all the lights, kind of thing. Cool room really helps. On nights where, maybe I'm still just like really going a mile a minute, I use our sleeping tea as well as just a really great means. So if you want information on that, can you just comment tea or message me, and I'll let you know. My email thesoniaschultz@gmail.com. You can drop me an email and I can send you the information for that too, to kind of just help get you into a pattern, right? Because it's almost like you're retraining yourself for sleep when we're doing this kind of thing. So sometimes just having that kind of supplement can be very helpful during that time. Okay, this one's probably not a surprise on things to look out for when you're trying to get that daily glow. So in your daily habits is stress. So, and they're stressed more than just like what's happening on the outside, but what's happening on the inside too, and how that can cause stress for us. So stress hormones can trigger breakouts, redness, puffiness, and faster aging. And I totally get it on all the things. I'm thankful in that I've never really had the breakouts, but I definitely get like puffy. I get like swollen, kind of thing when I'm feeling stressed, and I have a lot of tension. Tend to have that as well. So, some ways to go about that then, as you are, looking to manage that from a day-to-day perspective, right? Maybe just take some calming breaths before bed. Deep breathing is so important. A quick walk outside, just even if you're going up and down the driveway, or if you live in an apartment, maybe you're going up and down the hallway. Saying no to things that drain me has been a hard shift for me, but really just trying to set my boundaries of what's, important for me. Supplements that support my mood and resilience. So I do take a supplement called Feel Calm. I had my empty bag up here. My full bag is downstairs. But that helps balance my cortisol levels too, which has really made a big difference in the stress that I'm feeling as well. So if that's one you're curious about, just let me know. Okay, the next one, nutrition. So your skin is actually built from the inside out, right? You can't out serum a poor diet. You can't like out Lumi a poor diet. So make sure you're getting in your healthy fats, colorful fruits and vegetables, proteins, omega-3s, antioxidants. This is kind of where I really jumped into the supplements from Nu Skin that have made a huge difference in that area for me. I started with my gut health, and then I started looking into, where were the gaps nutritionally for me that I needed to help fill. And when I did that, I'm noticing a difference, right? Like it's easier for me to stay asleep now when I fall asleep. I'm still taking a little bit to fall asleep, so I'm working on that. But I stay asleep now, and I'm not waking up quite as easily as I once was. Okay, so those are things we can look at too. So if you're interested in supplements, vitamins, that type of thing, just let me know, and I'll make sure that we connect. Okay. Now I'm actually going to talk about cleansing and sun habits here. Sun habits is something, I'll be honest, I've been pretty good about because ever since I was little, I have super fair skin and I don't do well in the sun. I burn really easy. So I'm one who always, I try to take sun breaks very frequently. I stand in the shade, get out of the sun kind of thing. But using SPF on your skin, if you want to go that route too, just making sure you're really supporting your skin from that standpoint. The thing that has also made a really big difference for me is actually cleansing too. I was not a regular cleanser just because of how sensitive my skin was. And anything I tried to use really made it angry. Now that I've gotten my Lumi and I use the sensitive head, and I actually use the sensitive cleanser also, has made a huge difference for my face. It's not so dry and flaky. It's very soft. It's healthy. It's stronger and all the things. So I use those. I use a daily moisturizer. I got some little props here for you guys to kind of see. So I use a daily moisturizer on my face. I actually use this twice a day. I use it in the morning and I use it in the evening. And then I have like a heavier one called Pillow Glow that I use a couple times a week in place of that. But then I also have a treatment that I use called Celltrax on my skin. So I use this after I wash and before I moisturize. And it just has really helped my skin with its strengthening and all the things, and just getting so much healthier along the way. The newest thing I added is our Ideal Eyes. So this is actually an attachment for the Lumi. So I'm going to show you this really quick. This pops right on. And then you can use this around your eyes, because that area is much more sensitive. Sensitive, is that the right word? Delicate, much more delicate in that area. And so this is a lot more gentle in that space, you know, when it's doing the work and working around your eyes with our Ideal Eyes cream. So that's kind of helping with the darkness, the puffiness, the bags, and all the such happening kind of underneath there. So those are just like the different ways that I'm doing that. So it's not just about the Lumi, although that helps a lot, but there's all those other things, right? So we talked about hydration, nutrition, sleep, stress, all the different ways that you can kind of just help yourself each day. Okay, so here's the thing. It's not just the skincare routine, but it's our daily habits that matter, right? So we want to focus on those basics that I just stepped through, because those are going to just support the devices or the serums that you're using to help get you that glowy skin. So if you want to meet one-on-one and talk about what you've got going on, your goals, your you know, things you want to target maybe in this season, I would love to connect for a one-on-one and we can go from there. So drop me a note or drop me an email at thesoniaschultz.com, or no, sorry, thesoniaschultz@gmail.com. That part's important. And I'll be sure to reach out and we can pick a time and date that works best for you. So wishing you wellness today, and we'll talk soon.